You got it?
Harry Cicma here now, starting on the gridiron.
Absolutely. The Super Bowl right around the corner, but we're talking college football. One of the biggest matchups of the day was Michigan hosting Ohio State. The Buckeyes looking to remain undefeated and keep their national title hopes alive. Second quarter, Wolverines up by 7. Dontre Wilson fields the kickoff for Ohio State, and things get a little out of hand. Turns into a nasty brawl. A few punches were even thrown. 3 players were ejected as a result. That was definitely not pretty on the field. As for the game, this turned out to be a great one. Late fourth quarter, all tied at 35. Carlos Hyde runs this one in for the score, giving the Buckeyes a 7-point lead. Michigan would respond. Devin Gardner finding Devin Funchess for the 2-yard touchdown pass. So the Wolverines were down by 1, but they decide to go for the win instead of kicking the extra point. The 2-point conversion picked off by Tyvis Powell. Ohio State survives the scare. They keep their national championship hopes alive. And after the game, head coach Urban Meyer talked about Michigan's decision to go for the conversion.
Yeah, I don't blame their coach. I think that was a great call. I would have probably done the same thing. I mean, end it right there or win the game. And it's a classic game rivalry that both teams played real hard.
Very exciting game. Time for a quick break. Stick around because it was a busy day in the world of sports. Your Rutgers and UConn football highlights are coming up next. Also, the Rangers were looking to beat their former coach at the Garden. Those highlights and much more are right around the corner as News 4 New York at 6 continues.
The Verizon Fios Sports Desk is brought to you by Verizon Fios. Switch to Verizon Fios for America's fastest, most consistent, most reliable internet.
Rutgers and UConn won't be competing for a BCS bowl game this year, but their tri-state rivalry continued today as the Scarlet Knights travel to East Hartford. The Huskies led by 4 in the third quarter when Justin Goodwin muscles past the goal line for a 3-yard touchdown, giving Rutgers a 3-point advantage. The Huskies would bite back in the fourth quarter. Max DiLorenzo hustling from 1 yard out, putting Connecticut back up by 4. And with 3 minutes remaining, Casey Cochran seals the deal, passing to Brian Lamell for a 3-yard touchdown. UConn runs away with the home victory, 28-17 the final. The Huskies now 2-9, Rutgers falling to 5-6. The Jets host the Dolphins tomorrow at MetLife Stadium, and the Giants and Redskins have a date in Washington. You can watch that game right here on NBC4 New York. Let's talk some basketball. The Nets travel to Memphis tonight, trying to beat the Grizzlies and pick up their 5th victory of the season. And the Knicks have the night off as they try to rebound from their heartbreaking loss in Denver last night. New York trailed by 2 with less than 10 seconds remaining, but Carmelo Anthony couldn't convert. Randy Foye blocks the shot for the Nuggets. Denver defending home court with a 2-point victory. The Knicks have now lost 8 consecutive games, the first time that's happened since February of 2010.
Hey, but we were a little bit better tonight. I thought the second half defensively we was great, but just wasn't good enough to get over the hump. And we just got to keep grinding, got to keep pushing.
Let's talk some college basketball. St. John's and Georgia Tech in Brooklyn tonight at the Barclays Center Classic. The Johnnies trailed by 7 at the half, but they would go on a tear in the second. Chris Obekpa tying the game with a monster slam. There it is. And D'Angelo Harrison also hitting a 3-pointer, putting St. John's up by 5. Harrison with a game-high 21 points. He was on fire. And then it's Sir Dominic Pointer from beyond the arc. Count that one from the corner. The second straight night that the Johnnies had to come back from a 15-point deficit to get the win. The Red Storm rolls 69-58 the final. It's their 5th victory of the year. And there was a reunion today at Madison Square Garden. Former Rangers head coach John Tortorella returning to New York as the Rangers hosted his Vancouver Canucks. And the Blue Shirts got a strong defensive performance, also great offense from this guy, Chris Kreider. First period showing off the fancy stick work for his 4th goal of the season, 1-0 New York, and he wasn't done. 5 minutes later, Kreider doing it again. This time, the power play deflecting it off Ryan McDonough's shot, extending the Rangers lead to 2. And how about this? Kreider scoring again off another deflection in the third period. Gets his first career hat trick. Congratulations, a great effort today from head coach Alain Vigneault and the Rangers as they win 5-2 the final. So a great day in the world of sports. The Rangers needing that victory, showing Tortorella that they can do it without him.
Yeah, exactly. Welcome back.
Absolutely.
All right, Harry, thank you, and we'll be right back.